Welcome back to Me and You Outside. I'm sure glad you're here. Hey, my son and I went on a fishing trip, actually yesterday. So we're dealing with fresh fish here. We went fishing, walking about 3.5 miles down the river, fishing topwater for bass. And we did pretty good. As you can see right here, I've got 2 platters right here full of legal size bass from the Ozarks on what's called the Little Sac River. Now, what you're about to witness here is us catching some of those, okay? I'm gonna show you a little short video. It's only about a minute or 2 minutes long. I didn't drag that out where we're catching these fish, and you can see what we're doing right there. We're catching these fish one right after another. All right, but it was a good fishing trip. Now I brought them back, and now what we're going to do is we're going to experiment eating those in a very special way. I've done a couple of videos already eating dove on a stick, a squirrel on a stick, and I like to eat this food, first of all, kind of like the Indians did. Now, I've done some research on that. When the Indians would catch fish and certain small animals, they would cook them whole. They'd put them on a stick, they'd just hold them over a fire, and they would cook them. So what we're gonna do with this fish, we're gonna put it on a stick. Some of these big old bass right here, we're gonna put a stick up through them, and we are going to eat these bass cooked over a fresh fire, just like this right here. And we're gonna hold them, we're gonna eat them, and we're gonna enjoy this fish. And it's gonna be the flavor and the taste that the Indians used to eat back in the day. In this country right here where I live was full of Indians, Osage Indians, maybe some Cherokee, not sure. But they were everywhere down here. We found tons and tons and thousands of arrowheads have been found down here. So it's kind of fun for me to do that because I know I'm in Indian country right here. And we're going to eat these fish like that. So stay right there. I've got some people down here, got some friends that come in from Arkansas, actually. And they're down here. They're going to help us eat. I got Sean, my son, down here who helped me catch these fish, as you just saw there. And got Jackson running the camera. Brindley's here. My grandson, Sawyer, and Wyatt are here. We're going to have a good time eating this fish. You're going to have to stick around and see what it's like for us because it's going to be good. And let's eat some fish on a stick. All right, now this right here is my good friend Denny Carr. I call him Denny Carr, Denny Walsh. Denny is one of the owners of some videos that you have seen me do in Spring River, Arkansas on the Spring River Oaks. And they own that campground down there. It's a beautiful place. This is Sun Forest right here. They drove all the way from Arkansas to do this today. And drove all the way from Arkansas to put a fish on a stick. Yeah. Well, they came down for a different reason than that. But while they were here, I said, here, eat a fish on a stick. They think we lost our mind, but once they taste that, they'll maybe agree that it's not too bad. But anyways, we got them down. Look at this. There's some good sized bass right there on the stick. And yeah, it looks crazy, but they're cooking. You can tell they're cooking pretty good. What'd you say? Yeah, they're cooking pretty good, aren't they, Shop?
Looking forward to it.
We'll be back when they'll be done. Now, that's what these fish look like when they're about done. Now, Denny Carl's here. His is just about finished. You can see here now, the head's a little black, but that don't hurt nothing because I'm not going to eat that anyways. But Denny, I think you can take that fish off of there and let it cool off for a little bit. Just lay it there on that slab like the Indians would have laid it. Oh, that's done. Yes, it is. We got 2 more cooking right here. They're cooking really good. This fire is so hot, folks. This fish right here is going to be really good eating. When it cools off good, you can just peel that meat right off there and just eat it. Oh, it's going to be good. If y'all watch that show alone, sometimes you'll see them catch a salmon or trout in the lakes that they're staying at, or the ocean, whatever that is. And sometimes they'll cook them like this. But a lot of times they boil it because they have a pan to boil it. Now, the Indians didn't have pans to boil with when the hunting parties were out. They just stopped and eat whatever they caught right there. And so, again, that's why we're doing this, because I love the history of the Indians in this country right here. I just love it so much. And we're going to be eating these fish here in just a second. You're going to see how good they are. No salt on them for the first ones. Now, we're just going to take a few bites without the salt. Then we'll add some salt and pepper. We didn't want to test to see what it tastes like, how they experienced it and what they tasted. So we're about to start eating here. As soon as they cool down, we're going to eat a couple of these and see how that goes. So that's the next thing you're going to see.
Bass had a little soccer.
Now this fish right here should be cooled down here. It's about a 2.5 pound, 2 pound, 2.5 largemouth right there. Put that in your plate there, Denny Carl. Look at that dig in the plate. You should be able to dig some of that shoulder meat off of there. Look at that. See, I told you that was good looking meat, and y'all were making fun of me. Still might make fun of me and try it. Always gonna try a bite of it. Come on, do it. Now this is fish with no salt, no seasoning. If you were out on a hunting party and you come across a fish like that and you caught one, you'd eat it like that. You'd enjoy it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would. Tastes like tuna fish.
It really kind of does.
It kind of does. It's good. Ain't bad.
All right.
See, you're just eating fish. I mean, that's like I say, there's nothing on there. It's just the fish. Try a piece of that skin with it. See what you think of that.
See, Sean, he's trying to decide whether I'm messing with him or not.
A little bitty bone.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of it? Well, you dug too much of that backbone off of there. You gotta be easy. Oh, Forrest is going. Go, Forrest.
I didn't expect the ribs to come out so easy. Ain't bad.
Pretty good to me. Tastes like chicken. Yeah. Now that we've all tried, Mark's thinking about it.
I am going to eat a piece of this white bass here.
What do you think?
It's not bad. It ain't quite like a trout or anything, but
That's a white bass right there. I'm going to try that.
What you got, Sean?
largemouth.
Largemouth.
Yeah.
It's edible, isn't it?
It is edible. Yeah.
I mean, I know how it is when you're eating fish versus, fish like this versus fried fish. You can't beat fried fish. I got that. But for the experiment, for what this is, it's kind of cool.
Okay.
Did you have a piece of fish that was fishy?
Yeah. There's a difference.
This white bass right here.
Want more than this one.
Mm.
So
Oh,
you
wow.
gotta really get it cooked. That's probably the ticket.
I'll tell you what, this white bass is good now. I kid you not. White bass right here. that meat off that shoulder like that. Look at this. You know, the only thing that'll make it better, and we're going to dig into it here. I got it right here. Is salt and pepper. We have experimented and ate this fish like the Indians would eat out in the hunting parties and whatever. And we have determined it's pretty good. It is really good. And if you were in a bind and you were out and about and you were hungry, you could eat that, couldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, you could.
You could eat it. And you might try it, you know, different things with it, but the way we eat it right here is pretty good. Now we're going to put some salt and pepper on this.
You like which one you like better?
We're going to put a little salt and pepper on the rest of this fish, and we're going to sit here and just enjoy it, enjoy our time here together with each other, and just tell stories and that kind of a thing, and eat the rest of this fish. But I do appreciate you watching this episode of Me and You Outside. I appreciate you subscribing to my channel. Hit that like button, comment if you want to, and just appreciate you being there, guys. I really do. So wherever you're at in this whole world, have a good morning, good day, good night, for another video is coming right around the corner.